Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Savvylicious Arrangements. Today's video is going to be a highly requested video that you guys have been asking for in the comments, in my DMs, and on Facebook. So here it is. Let's get into it. So first, I'm going to start off by placing my apples in a bowl. Now, when I place my apples into this bowl, or these bowls here, because I'm doing 14 apples, and I'm going to clean my apples. Now, I'm pretty sure if you've seen videos or if you've seen other people saying clean your apples before you eat them because of the wax and to keep the pesticides away and blah blah blah. So here is my water on the stove. I'm going to take the hot boiling water and I'm going to pour them onto my apples, and this is the starting process of cleaning them. Pretty much this is all you have to do when cleaning your apples. So this just melts away the wax. Now I like to add some apple cider vinegar. This is the organic one. This is the Bragg's with the mother. So I just like to add this in there just to, just make sure that they're really clean. Some people do other things like use lemon or baking soda, but I don't feel the need to do that. So you see that white stuff that's on the apples, all of that is wax. Now normally I would use the Granny Smith apples, but because I guess the seasons right now, the Granny Smith apples wasn't big, they wasn't large like these. So I just chose to use these apples this time, but these apples had a lot of wax on them. Okay, they had a lot of wax. I'm not sure where they came from, what city, what state, or whatever, but they had a lot of wax on them. And I'll just move the apples around just to make sure that each part of the apple is getting clean. So now I'm taking just a little dish pad or whatever you want to call it to take off that wax. You're not going to scrub it hard. You just want to do a light scrub just to remove that coating on top. And even with doing this, it still doesn't come off because that's some of it. So imagine if that's some from one apple, imagine how many I have to do and how much the rest of it's going to come off. But long story short, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to clean the apples this way just to get most of the wax off of them. And I'm going to place them back into the water. Now you want to leave your apples in the water for about a good 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, no more than that. Really, once you start seeing the wax separating and coming off or turning white, you can go ahead and remove it from the water. But I also have a different trick that I like to use to stop the cooking process, because you're putting this in boiling water. So boiling water pretty much cooks whatever. So my trick is to add ice. So I would remove the water, the dirty water from the apples, and then I'll put cold water, and then I will add ice cubes. That way it stops the cooking process. So I'll just see now how clean my apples look. You still have some white spots on there, but for the most part they're pretty much clean apples. And I just let those sit in there for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll take my towel and I would lay them out on my towel, and I will go ahead and start to wipe them down and allow them to sit for the next 24 to 36 hours or more. And the only reason why I say or more, meaning because sometimes you can have your apple sit for 36 hours and you still have bubbling. Now, when I say cleaning your apples, this is for pretty much making candy apples. If you ever had an apple where you dipped the apple and it either oozed off or it was bubbling tremendously, and it looked like it had some type of disease at the end of you dipping your apple, and once the candy mixture got hard on the apple, that's why. It's because it still had the wax and it wasn't cleaned properly. So this is the pretty much the steps that you would have to do if you wanted to start dipping candy apples or making candy apples or caramel apples. So this is pretty much it. This is a simple, basic apple cleaning routine. Nothing hard, nothing too much that you cannot handle. And you would just sit your apples to the side for the next couple of days where you know no one is going to bother them. And then you're ready to dip. Thank you guys so much for watching.